Hey folks, welcome back to Underfunded Projects. My name is Gabriel, and today we're going to be doing something a little different. I picked up this summer wave of Lego sets, a few of them, not many, honestly. This is Underfunded Projects, remember? Um, and I just kind of wanted to try something new and review one of the sets, maybe all of them if this goes well. Um, so we're gonna start with one of the sets that was most exciting for me to get this summer, and that is set 75316, the Mandalorian Starfighter. It comes with 544 pieces and retails for $59.99 US dollars. I don't know what that translates into for Canadian. I'm sure it's like 70 or something like that. And I just have no idea with the UK. Other people do. Go seek them out. um, Overall, I think this is a great set. I will definitely have my modifications and qualms and such things, but this is a great set, and we will start with the minifigures. All right, so starting off, we'll be looking at Gar Saxon. And I think they did a great job with his figure. I don't have one of those spinny stand thingies. Sorry, guys. It's not all official, so we're just using my hands. But he looks really good. I know a lot of people were excited for this minifigure, particularly for the headpiece. Or for the helmet. Because of those horns and that new printing. I think it looks great. I'm really sad that they don't have a little peg hole for the antenna, but that's okay. They don't. The guys with the horns don't really use them, so it doesn't matter that much. Yeah, I think this is great, and I'm really glad they were able to reuse the helmet for the armor as well, which is a set that I'll be getting. That Armorer's Forge, Mandalorian Forge. But yeah, really nice printing. It's not misprinted, and he has some great face printing. Very displeased look. I like it. There is no hairpiece for this, although I think if you're gonna do a hairpiece for him, it'd be nice to do just something like this in the blonde color, because it just has that slicked back look for him. Yeah, that'd be good. All right, and then second, which this is the minifigure I was most excited to get, is Bo-Katan, or Bo-Katan, or Bo-Katan. Really great printing. You can see that metallic color on her chest plate. It even has some scratches from her many battles. Very good figure all around. However, I did get a misprinted piece a little bit, and it seems that that's happening with a lot of people. So just be prepared to call Lego and be like, hey, can I have another helmet? Because you can see it doesn't round out up here a little more, so that it kind of smushes down. You can see there, instead of being rounded at the top like it's supposed to. And then you can see it's just off center and kind of smushed on one side. That owl eye is a little smushed in. So I was kind of unhappy with that. I asked Lego for a replacement, so they're sending me one. The back, or the face of Bo-Katan is really nice. You get two, actually. One is angry, and one is just fine. She's okay. And I do appreciate that they gave her a hairpiece. I don't think it's awful. I think it's the best they could do without making a whole new mold. But I think the longer you look at it, the weirder it gets. Like, the weirder it feels with those bangs, because she definitely does not have bangs. Yeah. She also comes with a jetpack, just like Gar. And we'll take a look at her back piece, her back printing. That looks really good. I forgot to show you Gar Saxon's back printing, so I'm going to do that really quick. And that's really nice too. They really went for it there, with those scratches and all the paint look. And we finally have the Mandalorian Loyalist, who looks really good. And he can actually be found in one, if not more, of the episodes. I've been rewatching some of the Clone Wars recently, and he was in Eminence. And you can tell because he has that print on his helmet from the show. So they actually took one of the Mandalorians and used them as a minifigure. So this guy probably has a name, and you could probably build on his story a little bit. There's some good leg printing there. Pretty simple, but really nice. He's got a jetpack, just a black head. Nice painted look. Looks like it's been through some stuff. So no face printing there. Again, very mysterious figure that you can kind of build on, which is nice. All of the characters come with one of these little guns that I just dropped. And I think that's fine. If you guys remember when the first Clone Wars sets came out, they had those little pistols that came with each clone commander set kind of thing. Those were really nice. I wish they brought those back because they were smaller. They looked pretty proportional to those to the figures, and they just look good. Yeah, I wish they brought those back. They still can. There's still time. All right, let's get into the actual set. All right, so here is the actual Mandalorian Starfighter. Trying to get thank you guys for bearing with me as I'm learning how to make videos. I know I say that every time, but it's every time true. Yeah, so this is the set. And it's really, really a great set. I think it's very similar to the original Mandalorian Starfighter set, which is fine. I mean, they're all the same. I'd rather that Lego make sets as consistently as possible when they're redoing them or recoloring them or anything like that. And they did a great job with this, I think. You can't tell on the box, but it actually has those blasters on the inside of those sort of claw, that claw area on the actual ship. But yeah, so that's nice. That's what I was worried about because I saw concept art and stuff from the show where it has those blasters on the inside of that area, and it didn't on, like, it doesn't look like it when you look at it that way, which is how it is on the box. So that's nice. These wings, they are fantastic. Great use of all the colors, the dark bluish gray, light bluish gray, blue, dark blue, all that jazz. Very good stuff. Now, one qualm I have with how much detail is in the wings is that they are very textured. So in the show, there is no, it's all just a flat wing, which obviously Lego cannot accomplish that very easily. However, I would be happy with like one of these layers taken off to accomplish that a little better, so that it doesn't look as hilly, you might say. Like there are 3 layers of plates on there and then another one in the bottom. So I'm not going to try it, but I think it would be nice if they tried. Again, not a huge deal because the detail is fantastic. Like look at, and the structure, like these are not really coming apart very easily. They did a great job. But that would be something to improve if they wanted to improve. That'd be great. You've got this little turret in the back, which is great, very accurate. I'm trying to make sure that everything's center. The engines are really nice. I'll talk a bit more about them here in a second. It has a few stud shooters on the side of the cockpit, and then a few flick fire missiles on the side, and that's how those shoot, which you already know. And if you don't, welcome to knowing how flick fire missiles shoot. The stickers are great. They were a lot easier to put on than I expected. Now, this sticker here I don't like this. And I know it's because this curves in, but it's like, it's gray and then it's not. It's transparent and then it's gray again. And I wanted to put it back here to just continue the gray until it's not gray anymore. But I followed the instructions. Here, that's kind of weird that there's only one tile and then it's transparent again. Now, the set does come with an extra transparent, or an extra bluish gray tile. I just put it there. Problem solved. It's fine. Yeah. I enjoy that this is not just a flat piece that's just like that. It's actually on a hinge, so you push it down and it actually continues that curve, that slope, and that's really nice. Yeah, I like this back area. It's not too boxy. The bottom, so the bottom of the wings, fantastic. Great job, Lego. It looks great when it's standing up like that, with the wings. That's a great look. They actually put some thought into that, which is awesome. Now, the cockpit does swivel like in the show, which is great. That just broke off. So that's kind of nice. All right, let's get into some of the stuff that I really, really don't enjoy about this set. All right, so here is my biggest issue with this set, is that when it is sitting down like this, it's leaning. And that kind of looks weird. And that's not because the wings aren't up. And it actually looks somewhat worse when the wings are up, because it just looks like it's like that is straight up, that is down. That's pretty bad. They went for a very simple, and it doesn't even match. You can't see it really well from here. Let me see if I can. So here's the landing gear back here. Those are the landing gear pieces. And the back landing gear doesn't even touch the ground when it's straight up. It is actually leaning the whole ship forward. So that's really annoying. Now, some studs will fix that. I can even try that with a few of these extra pieces. Already better. Now it still falls down because there's so much weight up here, but that's already better. If that would stay up, that'd be fine. However, it would just be great to have some landing gear right up here. And that's something that I'm going to try and figure out, because I like my ships with landing gear. That's a huge part of landing a ship. So that's important. They should have thought harder about that. These little pieces, these wedge pieces, are lazy. It's lazy. And they've got some room up here too to work on that, because this is completely flat in there. So you could just take this out, put some landing gear in, and put some slope pieces on the side here, and make it a little more beefy. But it'd be fine because the weight would be supported by the landing gear. So that is my qualm about that. That's probably the biggest thing. And I said I was going to talk about the engines a little more. If these were a little shorter, it'd be easier for this, because this has a little 4x4 plate in there, but it's attached to this plate bracket thing in here. If you take this plate out, it accomplishes the same thing and actually looks like a continuous engine, instead of having this plate thick gap in between the engine and the rest of the engine block. So there are two options for fixing that part of the landing gear issue, but then there's still this area up here that needs to be supported. The only other thing that I would change as far as the playset goes is this gap here. You can see that there is plenty room in here for air. And we want our Mandalorian warriors to be able to take their helmet off in the ship if they need to. Not Mandalorians like Din Djarin, because he won't, but that's fine. The others will. So that gap's weird. And off the top of my head, I don't know how I'd fix that, but if I'm making ships, a ship is a closed area, so that the vacuum of space can't suck you out. So that's a no-no for ships. However, I understand why they did it. This does allow you to fit 2 minifigures in the cockpit, which is great. So the Mandalorian Starfighters are very big ships. They are, if you watch the Mandalorian show, there is a scene where you can see just how big they are next to Slave One and a Lambda class shuttle. They are very big ships that fit platoons of troops. Now, Bo-Katan, you do have to kind of sit back a little bit, which isn't a huge deal, honestly. And that makes it so that the cockpit sits flat. Yeah. So things that I will probably modify on this, I'm probably going to take the all these play blasters out. I'm going to try and fix this landing gear problem. I'm going to adjust these engines just a tad. And I may work on this gap. I don't know that it is truly fixable, but yeah, I'm going to try. Do my best. Otherwise, honestly, this is a great playset overall. If you don't nitpick like I am, it's great. It's big. It's beefy. It's very sturdy. Like, that's very playable, which is what we want out of our Lego playsets. Is a lot of playability. You can easily access the cockpit. You can pretend to shoot with these. You can actually shoot with these and these. And once again, I tore off this turret. And that's okay. But yeah. So, good job, Lego. Real quick, there are some extra pieces that come in this set. And they're all here, and a couple I put on the ship. But yeah, you get some studs and just some one-studded pieces, some of those clone visors and antennas that are great to have. I didn't know they were still putting these in sets. So that's really nice to see. The box is... Oh, this is a terrible... Here, let's adjust this camera. All right, the box is really nice. And got those minifigures on there. The box art is really nice as well. You can see the actual size of Gar Saxon on there. The back is really cool because you can kind of see the different features of the set and see a little battle playing out. So, very fun stuff. You got the barcode on there. That's always important for buying sets. And I enjoy that they kept the 3/32 clone on there. Yeah, that's really it. As far as price goes, I think the price is very good. At this point in time, Star Wars Lego sets are super duper expensive. And I think we're just all accepting that. But for $60, that's not bad. For such a great amount of detail, a lot of new pieces, at least for me. There are a lot of new pieces here, and I really enjoyed building the set. I think the two wings were a little repetitive, just because they are exact replicas, just mirrored. So, yeah, I think it was a fun build. I think it's a fun set to play with. And the minifigures are fantastic. They are all new. Yeah, great set. Great set. $60. If you can get it for $50, get it. Pick it up. If it goes up, I don't know. Do what you want. You're an adult. All right. So that's it for this review. you can tell it's been a very chill time. And this is the first time. Maybe of many, maybe of few. Who knows? But I will see you next time. Bye. Oh, and don't forget, if you want, like, subscribe, comment, do all the things. Do none of the things. Do what you want.